Steve Carell made an astute observation on The Daily Show after the terrorist attacks. Not only will this be the scariest Halloween ever, he said, it will also be the scariest Thanksgiving and the scariest Christmas. Truer words were never spoken. Forget Roosevelt's tripe about, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself." Face the truth. Americans love fear. We thrive on it. Only in the U.S. would a governing body care enough to schedule a date and time for a hysterical anthrax evacuation. Fear is the preferred technique for computer security education. And speaking of fear, the fearmongers at FBI's National Infrastructure Protection Center, or FBI NIPSI, courageously stayed at their desks on 11 September while other agents reflexively hustled off to crime scenes. They came out a few days after the attacks to predict a global tidal wave of sympathetic and retaliatory political hacktivism. The agency's moneypenny, Debbie Wireman, later admitted the prediction flopped miserably. Then, in early November, FBI NIPSI renewed their prediction for a global tidal wave of sympathetic and retaliatory political hacktivism. The potential for targeting U.S. organizations is higher than in September, they warned. Wireman hasn't retracted the second prophecy to my knowledge, but I can assure you it, too, flopped miserably. The agency also issued 2 childish cyber protest threat analyses in October and November. Both papers document in detail a non-existent cyber war. If you care enough to study the documents, you'll notice FBI NIPSI followed the iDefense pattern for hype. Page 2. You may recall FBI issued multiple physical terrorism alerts in addition to multiple cyber terrorism alerts. A stoic senator by the name of Richard Shelby uttered a time-honored critique. How many times can you cry wolf if nothing happens? We at V-Myths know the answer is at least one more time. We awaited the next FBI NIPSI cyber warning. It came out near the end of December in the form of a Windows XP alert. Hoover's nerds fear the global threat of a devastating, critical, hideous, catastrophic, unprecedented, horrifying, deadly, macabre, serious exploit lurking deep within Microsoft's universal plug-and-play function. If you don't know a universal remote from a universal plug-and-play device, then shame on you. It's intuitively obvious to even the most novice computer user. Stop listening to me and go see if you need to fix your computer. I'll be right here when you get back. I need a beer. Oh, okay, you're back. Let's continue. Perhaps we shouldn't limit ourselves just to the fearmongers at FBI NIPSI. Others latched onto the UP&P hysteria as well. UP&P. Well, there's 4 jokes just waiting to slip out of my mouth. Richard Forno of Infowarrior.org observed, the chief hacking officer of EI Digital Security demonstrated the UP&P exploit to a shocked group of reporters yesterday. Well, of course they're shocked if UP&P. As a result, media and security experts are calling this the mother of all exploits for Windows XP. They found the mother of all exploits in a 2-month-old operating system? Makes you wonder what label fearmongers will use when the next exploit comes to light. Page 3. Then again, there may not be a next exploit. This latest dire threat may finally signal the end of computing as we know it. An Associated Press newswire reveals officials expressed fears to Microsoft about possible electronic attacks targeting websites and federal agencies during next week's Christmas holidays from computers running still vulnerable versions of Windows XP. Countless numbers of high school kids and college students woke up on Christmas morning to find a new PC under the plastic Tannenbaum. They'll eventually plug it into a phone jack and dial up the internet, only to find a team of deadly cyber terrorists waiting to stalk them. Those unholy Christmas gifts may wipe out all flora and fauna in North America with distributed denial-of-service attacks. So I guess we can kiss the computing world goodbye. You'd be wise to bet on the fearmongers this time. Oh, the humanity. I'm Rob Rosenberger for VMyths. That's VMYTHS.com. Truth about computer virus hysteria. Be there or be scared.